Hey trainers, welcome to our rendition of the Promethean Train the Trainer video, giving you guys pointers and tips about how to facilitate a Promethean training. First and foremost, you always want to make sure that you have a slide deck that draws the attention of your audience to you and to what you're talking about. In this case, we have a Promethean in service of facilitating of learning. It's always a great benefit to add your team. If you have a team that you're working with, we've added pictures just to warm it up a little bit more, but simply identifying the names of the team and the people that will be facilitating the learning experience is a bonus. Another section that we like to go over is our guiding principles, broken down here for you guys to see. This kind of gives our audience This section kind of gives our audience the ability to know why the district bought into the Promethean panels in general. We also give our audience the ability to see just very quickly and very briefly what the Promethean panel offers and what it actually is. We break our Promethean sessions into sections. That way we can know when to take breaks. It helps a lot for timing. And then it breaks down each component so that they're smaller chunks for our teachers to be able to train with. Here's the first section, which we talk about hardware. We included images and pictures of the hardware so that teachers can not only see them, but they're actually here on site, available for teachers to manipulate. Some of the things that we talk about are the differences between the AP9 and the AP7. Here you see some differences as far as the console is concerned. We showed the different features like the remote. On the AP7, you'll have a black remote. On the AP9, you will have a white remote, as well as some of the pen tools and stuff. Those are also different. Here you have some examples of the pen tools for the AP9. Now the AP7 is going to look a little bit different because they will be silver and black to match the old features of the AP7 panel. You want to make sure that you're very familiar with the pen, the touch, and the eraser and how they work. Make sure you're very familiar with all the materials before doing any type of presentation on the Promethean panel. The next, we talk about another difference as far as internal microphones. On the AP9s, you have an internal microphone. However, on the AP7, you will need to go and get an external microphone of some type to plug into the mini plug ports that are offered on each panel. But the AP9 does already have a built-in microphone. You can also explain how to connect a document camera simply by using an HDMI cable and switching sources just like that. It works the same on both panels. And then we like to offer our trainees, the ability to get up every now and again to do hands-on activities so that their learning is more solid. So in this case, here's an example of an activity. Each activity can last between 5 and 10 minutes based on how much time you have in the training. Here's one where we're allowing teachers to explore the panel, walk around, touch it, look at where their plug ports are so that they are becoming more and more familiar with the hardware. And then that we now include for you guys just the brief differences between the AP7 and the AP9. The AP9, again, talking about the color differences, where the AP7 has black remote, AP9 has a white remote. The AP7, their pins are silver. With the AP9, the pins are white and they're a little bit thicker. The AP7 does not have a built-in microphone, whereas the AP9 does have a built-in microphone. And then you don't have a built-in webcam on either of them, so there's one similarity that they do have aside from many others. And that leads us to the section where we're going to be asking for questions. You always want to make sure that you get some feedback, kind of feel the temperature of the room. Are they okay? Do they have any questions? Here's an example question that we allow teachers to share out. What activities surrounding hardware, and this is really for facilitators, what activities surrounding hardware can you facilitate when leading a Promethean session? Anytime you are hosting a training, you want to leave time for share outs, just so we can collect ideas of other learners and to just clarify any misconceptions or cloudy thoughts that teachers or trainees may be having. And then we lead on to section 2.